All right.
Yeah, motherfucker, what? Cilvaringz in the building. Buckle up or get knuckled up.
What's up, Big Hass?
My man.
Amazing.
Blessings.
Great to see you, man.
It's an honor to meet you.
Honor is mine, bro.
Are you good?
Okay, wait.
My man Freak in the building.
Freaky in the building.
Yes, sir.
He's right here. I don't know how to fit him in the middle.
And my man Soufiane AZ.
So the guys, they got me a cake for my birthday, man. Big up to them. And I was gonna tear, but yeah, you know that what that's for.
Yeah, man, I didn't get a chance to whoop your ass on the court.
We're good, guys. Freak in the middle. So this is something that you guys don't see every day. Freak is in the middle. He's right.
Freak.
They can probably. I think they can.
So we're gonna do a who ride.
Yeah, we're gonna
Ride up on motherfuckers.
We're gonna do that. Oh man, okay. Cilvaringz, man. Welcome
man.
to Buckle Up.
Yeah, thank you.
I know it's 12:40 a.m.
That's crazy.
Dubai time. You're flying out in like
4 hours.
In 4 hours.
Yep.
And we're just gonna have a chat. So
Yes, sir.
blessings to you, man.
Blessings to you too.
For the people who, you know,
Don't know about
watching
me?
this and you know, don't know, I would say that this guy on my right here, he is the first non-American affiliate for Wu-Tang,
With
right?
Wu-Tang Clan,
With Wu-Tang. I'm not talking Arab. I'm talking the first non-American, right?
That's right. First
So,
American.
yeah, tell us about that story, because I'm dying to know. Where did that connection happen? I know you heard the album.
No, I was a big fan, as anybody in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I heard they were coming to Amsterdam in 97. They just dropped Wu-Tang Forever.
Yeah.
May 26th in a venue called the Melkweg. Quite small venue.
Okay.
About 1,000 capacity. Considering they were popping like crazy back then, it was quite a cozy venue.
Wow.
They came to the show. I bought tickets, obviously, going to see my heroes. And at the very end of the show, they announced a little freestyle session for locals. So I'm in the middle, and I can't get through. Everybody's rushing to the stage, right? And I had my crazy cousin with me who just came from Morocco. Didn't know who the fuck Wu-Tang Clan was, but he just came with me. And I was like, yo, I need to get to the front.
Is he a big guy?
No, he's just nuts. But he pushed, like, he didn't understand about, you know, being polite and shit. He just, like, pushed me.
Okay. He
But
pushed you.
Yeah, he pushed me
Okay.
to the front, but I'm getting squashed because I'm being pushed against people. And old dirty bastard,
Oh man.
sees me, and I see him, and he's laughing his ass off because I'm in pain, right? He's making like it's funny to him. And he's knocking meth like, yo, look at that dude. And they making fun of me. Yeah, I'm seeing him. I'm like, yo, dog, you know, help me out here. Like, trying to get me.
Oh man.
And then when I finally got close to the stage, there's a guy rhyming, right? One of the locals was rhyming. He grabs my hand, pulls me up on stage, rips the mic out of the guy's hand, like didn't even let him finish. That's what Dirty used to do. Still a freak earlier. And just gives me the mic. And just autopilot, I start rhyming this rhyme that I had prepared in my head that I knew.
Oh man.
And it's me in the middle, Dirty's here, Meth is here, and RZA's standing in the back by the DJ booth by Mathematics. And it's kind of like an out-of-body experience.
Look, just goosebumps. Like
Yeah,
this.
that shit was crazy. Let's be on stage with my heroes. So that alone was enough for me. Like, okay, I can brag about this for the next 2 years.
I think more.
And I finished the rhyme, and it's literally like it feels like I'm looking at myself. Like it's just I don't know what I'm doing. My mouth is just saying words, and I'm rhyming. But the crowd is moving, right? And Dirty's feeling it. He's going like this. He keeps looking at RZA. When I'm done, he's like, "Yo, go see RZA."
Oh my God.
He was like, "Yo, go see the God." You know, I'm like,
Oh man.
so I'm walking up really like trying to play it cool, right? I'm like in awe, but I'm like, yeah, all right, what up? I'm trying to play it hard, like not trying to be like, oh my God, ah.
Yeah. Oh man.
So RZA's like, yo, that shit was hard, yo. Like, you look like Clark Kent, because back then I had like a bit long hair.
Oh,
I look like a nerd. But he was like, you look like a nerd, but it's like you went into the phone booth and came out like Superman.
Oof.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I was like, word? So he's like, yeah, so I'm about to, you know, extend Wu-Tang, like the affiliates and all that, into Europe.
The discussion happened then?
Listen, man, it was right there and then. And he was like, yo, we should talk about something. When he said we should talk about signing, Dirty had a girl on stage, right?
Okay.
And he's touching her breasts. And her boyfriend is right in front of him. Right? And he's like, yeah, what, motherfucker? What you gonna do? You know, you bitch chose me. He's doing that Snoop Dogg shit. Like, you know, you can handle this like some gentleman.
Wow.
Get into some gay. He's doing all this shit.
Yeah.
And the guys, him and his boys jump up on stage and a fucking fight breaks out. So RZA's like, oh shit. And everybody's like, oh. And security rushes the stage and I'm the first motherfucker thrown back into the crowd.
You?
Yeah. Only time I ever stage dived. So they threw me. I'm like, no, I'm with the band. I'm about to fucking break a deal. Like, they're like,
that's the story. And
yeah, that's
because I heard
97.
was trying to get in touch back with you.
yeah, so then
Yeah.
I'm back in the crowd. I have no idea how to find out what hotel they stay at, how to
Yeah.
get backstage. I didn't know about that part of the game back then, right? It was just like, they're gone. So then I'm like, I was this close. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go to New York and try to find them. It was some stupid shit like no idea, no internet.
What was your feelings at that moment? He was talking to you about being affiliated with Wu-Tang.
Crazy. Nobody was gonna believe me.
Yeah.
Like no one, everybody, like, get the fuck out of here. Like you talking shit. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you. Like I'm telling my friends, like you said this, man.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, yo, I can't let that slide. So
Yeah.
I spent the next 2 years after that, 5 times going to New York.
Was there communication here? No.
Nah, there was not even internet at that point. Like
wow.
I knew there was a Wu-Wear store
Yeah.
in Staten Island. The first thing I did, I booked. I was 16, 17 or something. My mom thought I was crazy, but she paid for my trip.
Blessings. Wow.
And yeah, my dad too. Like it was supportive. Definitely got to give him shout outs for that.
And the main aim with that is because you wanted to go and
I needed to go and find out what could have happened that night. I just needed to verify, was it like a yes or no? Did I really have a chance to
in the
work
span
under
of
this banner?
in the span of these 2 years, they haven't really signed because you were the first non-American.
Nah, they're still Wu-Tang. I mean, 97, they're huge. They don't just sign people.
I don't know,
it's just-
but you were the first non-American. Well, for me, that's huge. No?
Yeah. I was apparently, according to RZA, the only non-American that he ever considered at that time.
Oh, God.
Because you know, you had the Wu-Tang Clan, and then you had the Wu-Tang Killer Bees.
Yes.
The Wu-Tang Killer Bees
Yeah.
are like the second layer. So there's a Killer Army, Sons of Man,
You're
Roy
a
Fam.
killer bees.
So yeah, so I would never be part of Wu-Tang
Yeah, yeah,
Clan.
yeah, yeah.
Clan is the 9 main members, right?
Yeah.
But you get to work under that banner, use the
course.
W logo,
Yeah.
record with them, you know, all that. And that was golden back then. Like everybody wanted that stamp because that W is just so powerful.
Why Wu-Tang? Why are you saying you use the word heroes? What did they mean to you back then?
I just fell in love with the music. In their lyrics, there was nothing I can identify myself with. Like what they were talking about was so far away from my reality. So it wasn't that. I didn't connect on the lyrics, but
Okay.
it just sounded like some fly shit. And I love the minor keys, the dark samples, the obscure samples, the drums, the brotherhood feeling that came with it.
Yeah.
It sounded like nothing else out there.
How's RZA like personally? Because like for me, he's like
a wise wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Philosopher.
he was definitely like almost like a godlike figure for me at that point. But I got to spend a lot of time with RZA over the years. We went on holidays together to Egypt, and we went to Rome,
Wow.
Turkey, Greece. Really traveled the world and just got to spend time together, just not talking about music, but just about life, normal stuff. So I got to see a different side to him as well, and you got to see a different side to
wow.
me.
That must have been exciting, I'm sure, for you. Like
Very fucking weird. It was very fucking
Yeah.
weird. But yeah, exciting. Yeah, exciting is not even a word. It's like unreal.
it's unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah, I remember this flight, me and him, we were going to Sydney from London. You know how long that flight is? It was my first time in business class. I'm sitting next to him
Oh man.
for 24 hours or so.
I'm
I'm
imagining some
gonna ask
stories, man.
every question in the book. You know, like how was this made and what happened here and this and this. So yeah, that was
Man, I know of you for quite some time. Obviously, we connected recently as well.
Yeah.
I host Saudi's first FM hip hop radio show. I'm really big on Arabic hip hop. Where do you see Arabic hip hop now? You know, because we had plans. Like when I say we, like there was a movement going on. Did that movement continue? Is it stopping now? You know?
You talking about the movement I was kind of pushing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2003, I was back on tour with RZA. We were doing the biggest tour in hip-hop history at that time, 67 countries. Nobody had done that. I took Salahuddin with me,
Salahuddin.
who was a Moroccan rapper from Holland who was rhyming in
Dope
both
guy.
Moroccan and Arabic. Yeah.
Yo, freak man, Salahuddin, man.
So, yeah. He was doing Arabic at that time only, Moroccan Arabic. Loved this shit, loved the quality of the sound, loved his flow. But the Moroccan Arabic was still a bit premature.
Yes,
It wasn't really flowing like the guys are doing it now. And I just saw the reaction. Me and RZA used to bring him out during our show, not just let him open. Like he actually had a little segment during our show.
Wow.
So we would bring him out, and he's doing all this hor and dunya and all these songs, and
they were feeling it.
killing it. You could see that the language barrier was just gone. It was just all about energy and vibe. You got RZA vibing to the back to it.
See, that image alone for me is historic. The fact that RZA, like, you know, is vibing to an Arab hip hop artist for me. Like,
he went with us everywhere. We were the first hip hop artists to perform in Egypt. It was Kareem Rush.
Yeah.
He brought us out there.
Yeah. Oh, was it Fred? No.
Nah, Fred wasn't even in the picture back then. Me and RZA went on the first holiday trip to Egypt. I don't know how Kareem found out we were there, but he hit me, and then he came to the hotel.
He
was bugging out like, yo, it's RZA in Cairo. You know, he's bugging out.
Yeah.
So we met him, super cool dude.
Yeah.
And the next year, he was like, yo, I'm gonna bring you guys out. I'm gonna organize something with somebody and get you out here. So we were the first hip hop act to perform in Cairo, and took Salahuddin with us again. And then saw the reaction to that again. So we were just like, yo, we should start a movement, because I knew about Nazi back then. I knew about Omar Fenn, Shadi and Mansour, Malika, MC Palestine, Amsterdam Jawed.
Letter P,
Letter P, who's now Letter P,
And in Palestine, you got Ramallah Underground, which is a boycott.
We knew about Boycott, we knew about Tamil and Dem, we knew about DJ Lethal Skills. Skills was with us as well.
Man.
So we formed this little group of, like, this movement that we called Arab. Arab. And we were gonna do shit, but at that time it was like the Iraq War. We were all angry, and SLM was rhyming about Fallujah and all that, you know, that crazy shit.
War music.
And Salah was getting angry, and Hezbollah, and blah, blah, blah. So it was like a different type of thing, but the quality was there.
Dope, right?
It was dope. Still, when we listen to those songs, it's dope. We did a song with the guys from Outlandish.
Asam?
Asam came through. This was before Asam did anything with Fred and Kareem. So Asam came through. I Am, you know, I Am from France.
Oh, yeah.
Freeman, he was Algerian. He came through and did some shit. I think Sefiu came through and did some stuff as well. It was in the pipeline, but it was all great artists. Like Shadia was doing her thing, Malika was doing her thing. Do you remember Miskina?
Miskina, yeah.
Yeah, Miskina was with us as well.
Oh, yeah.
I remember talking to Busta Rhymes at one point, and he had that Touch It, Feel It, man. You know, remember that song?
Yeah.
We were going to do an Arabic remix to that. We had actually recorded parts of it, and I'd spoken to him, and he was like, yeah, set it up and send it over. Because he had like a bunch of remixes to it, right? So I was like, yeah, let's do the Arabic version.
Wow.
So we had some recorded, but you could see already during that recording how scattered we were. Just somewhere in London, somewhere in Egypt, somewhere in Lebanon, Holland,
Philistine.
It was just too scattered and never happened. And then it went silent for a long time.
Yeah. And I think this is where I came in. 2008, I got hit by this Arab hip hop. I discovered Narsi, Shadia, Omar Effendim, and Loki. And I was like, what? Yeah. These guys, why are we not airing these guys on the radio? And hence I started a blog called Revolt, and then boom. But yeah, this is...
Shadia was freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Shadia. But man, this is incredible, man. The fact that you're able to be affiliated and associated with Wu-Tang, which is really, really incredible. But other than that, what's the vibe you listen to? Who do you grow up on? Other than Wu-Tang, obviously.
Other than Wu-Tang, it would be Smith & Wesson, the whole Boot Camp Clique, Mobb Deep, Nas, Eazy-E, love Eazy, Dre, Snoop, obviously.
So from everything.
Biggie. Yeah, I was never into the whole bad boy camp too much, but I like Biggie, obviously. Yeah, I think that was about it. That was about it.
Did you ever play chess with any of the guys?
Yeah, I did play chess with RZA and Master Killer, I think.
Wow, why?
Yeah. Oh, you know, they crazy with chess, bro. They're masters.
Yeah.
I seen RZA beat the computer, you know.
Oh, man.
Like, beat an actual computer with chess.
Yeah,
they're incredible.
So you're in Dubai now. You're managing Manal.
Yeah.
Big up for that, really. She's an incredible artist, really.
Thank you.
We also got Soufiane in the back. He's
Soufiane
AZ.
Producer of Taj.
Man, Taj. Just tell us about this period where you're managing an artist right now and try to make an impact in her life. She's a young, amazing, fresh talent out of Morocco.
Yeah, I met Manal. I manage artists every now and then when I really feel like I can contribute and do something with it. So that's what Salahuddin was one of them.
Nice.
Focus, the producer from Dr. Dre, was on Aftermath.
Oh, wow.
I did him.
Yeah.
And then I think it went quiet for a while. And then what happened is I was in Marrakesh and I bumped into Manal somewhere in a cafe, and I had met her before when I was working with DJ Van. Van at that time was doing music with Saddam Mujarrad in the studio. He was just starting to pop, so I'd be there every now and then. And then she was his artist as well.
Yes.
With whom she had done Dunya. I didn't see her for a long time. We bump into a cafe, say hi, and she knew that I had studied entertainment law. So at that point, she had a contract from a record label out here. She was ready to sign. She hadn't worked with Van in a while. She was getting desperate. She wanted to release music and just basically almost signed it. And I said, I can have a look at it for you if you want. Looked at it. It was the worst contract of all times.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. Like, there were clauses in there where she was not even allowed to cut her hair without written consent. Yeah, nuts.
Okay.
Slavery.
So that's good you were there.
Yeah, it's almost like destiny, right? Like, so we were like, I was like, yeah, definitely, I'm not going to manage you or work for you, but I'm not going to let you sign this one.
Yeah.
And then she said, could you help me out? And I said, I'll help you out with this, but I gotten a movie deal, right, for the album that I did. I said, I don't have time. Like, I'm just not going to be able to do it. And she was cool with that. But then it was my mom, when I told my mom about it, my mom was like, oh no, you gotta help that girl. Like, she loved Dinya. So like, just help her out. Like, just get her to the point where she can then take over and maybe get somebody else to take over.
Shout out to your mom.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
Big up.
Like, what I found in her was that she was crazy as me. I do shit that nobody dares to do with things that's too crazy, right? So when I said I'm going to join Wu-Tang, everybody thought I did that. When I said I'm going to do the biggest world tour, and everybody thought it's nuts. You never booked a tour before. You don't even know the logistics of how it works. Did it, worked, right? Then when I said I'm going to do a one-copy album, everybody said the same thing. I got my own self beefed up right now, like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do crazy shit.
No, but
what
that's
everybody says. And Manel was of the same thing.
Mentality.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna come and help you do Habibi songs.
Right. And we need that, especially with the women empowerment, and they're boxed in already. They already label them, So I'm talking about my sisters out there. There's already a certain label and a certain stereotype of how a woman should be, and I've always been. So it's amazing that she's talking about that at a young age like that. For me, that's.
And she's got loads to talk about. Like, what I liked about her is what she said. Like, if I wake up one day and I have a topic I want to talk about that demands me to do it in rock music, I'm doing rock. If I gotta do it with rap, I'll do it with rap. I just wanna not limit myself. I don't wanna be Botoxed up. I don't wanna be like, made like a pretty Barbie doll. I just wanna do whatever I wanna do, and I wanna take it to the next step. And she's not scared of what they call shock value and stuff. And that's exciting to work with.
Man, it's amazing. Shout out to FREEK and Soufiane for joining us, man. I'm really glad that they're here. Cilvaringz, like, when it comes to hip hop nowadays, how do you see it? Like, we come, in 90s, that kind of vibe, How do you see hip hop now? Because it has certainly evolved.
There's some good stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not like, it's just changed, not just hip hop, the whole industry. So the whole experience of how I experienced hip hop in the 90s is completely gone, right? Like, waiting for that CD to drop and taking out the liner notes and reading it. And music, you used to have longevity. You used to live with music for a very long time.
Yeah.
You used to bond with the physicality of music. That was an experience. The music was a soundtrack to your moment in your life, right? You could remember, like, where you were when you heard The Chronic for the first time. If I tell you, Haz, you remember hearing Lollipop for the first time? You're like,
no.
Reference, right? Like, it's like something happened there where it became like microwave music. It's just non-stop
but it's amazing.
Releases, non-stop, is oversaturated. Everybody's doing music. Everybody got to dance. Everybody's trying to pop. It's too much. Same feeling I had today at the Dubai Mall. If I want a nice white shirt, it's just too many stores to pick from. You end up not picking from anything. It's just too much on offer. And it's hard for real stuff to pop up. That's what I like about artists like Adele and Kanye and Dre. Like, they don't drop every day.
Yeah.
So when they do come out, it's an experience. It's,
but who are you listening to now? Like, who are...
It would be Kanye, Jay, Kendrick. I listen to a lot of Moroccan hip hop. I listen to a lot of Shafeen.
Shout out to Shafeen.
Shafeen is super.
I think the first person to really put me onto that was this guy in the back.
FREEK.
Because I was still in my bubble, like the 90s. And then he was showing me stuff about, there's strap out there, but and these guys are, you gotta give them a chance. And slowly it started growing me, because they are talking in their own way. I might not 100% like the music, but it's growing on me and I'm loving it.
Right.
I love the fact that they have a following and they build their own following using their own.
And there's a level of quality
and
as well.
Production-wise.
Even if you don't like the music, you can be like, that's
like Taj, Soufiane is here as well. I'm not just saying that because you're here. Man, what a dope production.
Taj was another one that everybody was like, I'm not sure if it works with Manel. She's a singer-songwriter. This is completely, I'm like, look, man, she's going to rhyme. She's going to put some grills on. She's going to have baseball bats, gun. watch.
Let's go.
You know,
And that's what we need. Yeah, she said that on TV, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, as long as it makes sense, man,
yeah.
artistic sense, then yeah. But yeah, that's hip hop nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Kanye is one of the people that I really, really look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, in this trip, you also had the chance to meet Narcy, which I know you guys
Yeah.
been talking for quite some time.
Yeah,
And,
Narcy I've known for like 12 years, which I never met him in person.
Well, that's amazing because also
crazy,
Narcy like represents a lot of growth and authenticity in my journey. So the
And
fact,
creativity.
yeah, creativity, you know. So
His videos were super dope.
yeah, and also he's also evolved. If you see him, he was also rapping. You know, him and Omar Fendim were reflecting the times.
Yeah.
It was like a little bit of political music, and now you can see Narcy a little bit getting out of that. He still have that in him, but in a more creative, you know, sauce.
Yeah, I
way.
remember having a talk with him when he was like getting tired of the whole political angle to it.
Yeah.
You know, just wanted to rhyme. Yeah, Narcy's dope. Omar's dope. We got real talent out there, man. There's just a lack of an industry and an economic model to sustain it and really push it to the next level quality-wise.
So we're chilling here in Dubai. Big up to you. Thank you so much for your time. But I gotta ask you about that thing that happened.
What's up?
The album.
The Wu-Tang album.
Yeah.
That is the craziest story
Because
ever.
that's like
I was talking to my senior advisor, you know, the guy that advised us. We had this crazy guy, Persian guy, Cyrus, who was with us between me and RZA, who was kind of guiding us through PR and all that. I met him at a party and I told him about this one copy idea that I had. It's 2007. And he thought I was absolutely nuts. And I said, if I had told you then that Cher was going to be on it, right? And that she was going to tweet about it, and then it was going to sell to Martin Shkreli, who would then be arrested by the FBI, and the FBI is going to have to tweet about the album. Then U.S. Congress is going to call in a talk to discuss the album. Then the House of Representatives are going to tweet about the album, about what $2 million could buy in medicine. Then he's going to go to jail, and the Department of Justice is going to seize the album. We're going to have to talk to the Attorney General about what to do with it. If I had told you all that back then it was going to happen, would you believe me? You'd be like, hell no. And that's exactly
what's Twitter?
This is what happened.
Yeah.
It went literally to the most hated man in America, which was the best thing that ever happened to that album.
I don't know what was it, Method that said something about.
Yeah, me and Meth had a fallout about it. Right when the album came out and went on auction, right?
Yeah.
It was on auction for about a year.
Yeah.
And we had a bunch of people come that wanted to buy it, including commercial companies. We had a $5 million deal on the table from a ketchup company, right? That wanted to buy it, but all they were going to do was use the hype of the album to promote ketchup, right? And we were like, look, we're trying to make an artistic statement here. We're going to allow this to happen. They wanted to release the music, right, on their website.
Yes.
Blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then this is just a pompous marketing scheme. This is not a piece of art anymore. So I said, look, we're going to slap a non-commercialization clause on this. It's not allowed for whoever buys it to sell it on to the masses. Like you buy Picasso, you can sell the Picasso onto one person.
Yeah.
But no one is allowed to release this album on iTunes or just release it for 88 years.
For 88 years.
Yeah. I was going between 36 years, which is a significant Wu-Tang number, or 88 years is going to throw it into the next century. There were 4 purposes for the 88 years. That's in the book. There's a book out about this thing called Once Upon a Time in Shaolin.
Oh, man.
There'll be a long story to tell
Yeah.
So you can check out why we did 88 years. But Meth didn't know about 88 years.
Okay.
Now, we were in New York. Forbes is about to do a new interview with us about this new development, 88 years. We're exhibiting the album at the MoMA that evening, right? It's the first time music is exhibited at the MoMA.
Yeah, wow.
So that for us was like, we got music as art, being seen as art. That was an achievement. Forbes does the article and says, the headline is...
I remember the headline.
Wu-Tang Clan not releasing the album until 2103. So I called Forbes. I'm like, dude, that's not what we said. We're not releasing shit. We're dead by that time. Like, what we said is that whoever buys it cannot release it for 88 years. And they're like, no, we know, but it's written below. I'm like, dude, people read headlines nowadays. Don't nobody read what the fuck you're writing. Like, change it. And they didn't want to change it. I'm like, this is going to snowball into the media like anything else we've done with this album.
Which happened?
And sure enough, that happened. The next day, Meth got an interview with XXL Magazine. Talked to him for 10 minutes. He is asked every question in the book, right, about his Crystal Meth album, his Adam Sandler movie, blah, 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 blah. And then in the end, so you guys are releasing the album 2103. And he's like, what what the fuck you mean 2103? Like, I don't know about this shit, but man, see what I'm saying? These fucking gimmicks. You know, Meth is like that. Like, he's like real like that. So he gets all angry. He can't cuss out RZA, so he's like, man, see, Cilvaringz, fuck that shit. Like, he goes on to that. Then he goes to fucking Hot 97, does the same shit.
And he says the same thing.
And I just met Ebro the day before in New York. I'm like, man, I just met dude. Now you're on his show. You dissing me like that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he got burned by the media before. That's why he never spoke to the media. He never wanted to, because they did some funny shit with him, and he's falling for the same shit. So now RZA got a tweet to him.
A tweet.
Like, you're falling for the pork in the bun, man. So he then sends an email to RZA and whatever, all that shit happened and stuff. But
wow,
that's what happened with the Meth story that nobody knows.
How do you deal with all that?
It's crazy. I just sit and watch it. I'm in Morocco. I'm like, so much craziness has happened already.
Yeah.
You know, so you're looking at it like, this is unreal. But the value of that album went up because of it.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So it
And
helped.
so Martin Shkreli came 2 weeks later and then put in the offer that got it sold. Because we had a bunch of people there. I can't name everybody, but I know Leonardo DiCaprio had sent in a friend of his. You remember the movie American History X?
Yes.
Remember the big fat guy that played the Nazi?
Yeah.
All right, so he came. He came on behalf of Leonardo, because Leonardo was shooting The Revenant in Canada. He's a big Wu-Tang fan.
Really?
Yeah, he's a big Wu-Tang fan.
Oh, man. But man, listen, I really appreciate your time regardless. And I love the fact that Freek and Soufiane are also with us.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's,
Definitely check out my man Freek out here.
Yeah, man.
Quality hip-hop, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you heard some of the stuff from Freek,
Yeah.
obviously. What do you think about it? Not because he's sitting there and he's...
Nah, first of all, that it didn't sound 90s.
Yes.
First of all, a lot of hip-hop I heard from it was an upgrade. But what the fact that he managed to put good visuals to the song, that's probably the game changer for me.
And most of the time, he directs the video.
Because it's so important nowadays to have visuals to everything you do. And the fact that he's going through the struggle with it, same way that I know the Moroccan rappers are going through it. You're in this region, which is harder than Morocco.
Which brings me to my next question. What can artists over here do? Because I think someone like you, would, whoever's watching this from this region, because the support and the culture over here, man, is different.
Morocco was here before. Like, what you guys going through?
Yeah, you guys went through that. And how did you...
I never did, because I was lucky enough to be
but
how
did they pass through that?
They just kept going. There's literally no fucking formula for it.
But if you look at Morocco right now, you look at, like, you have a certain culture, you have a certain image, you have a certain sound.
That grew.
Right? Dubai, because it's diverse, we don't have a certain... Freaky, how you doing, brother?
Good, man.
Same on you, Johnny.
This one?
Happy birthday to this man.
Oh man, thank you, brother, man. Yeah, man, Salaha.
Shout out to you.
Oh man, Freaky. Actually, a funny thing, I have to tell him a story right now. I gotta tell you a story.
All right.
So first time I met Freek.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just came from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. I moved in, but my son was diagnosed as autistic, so I had to relocate here for better health for him. Yeah. So I came here and I found out that Hassan Hajjaj he's having a gallery here, and I wanted to start doing these visuals, videos, interviews, not just audio. I've interviewed Hassan from my magazine. I have a Revolt magazine, it's online.
Right.
But then when I came here, I was looking for a video guy. So I hit up Freek. Yeah, man, that was the first interview he shot for me. Was the Hassan Hajjaj video interview,
Right.
And I remember Malika was also there because he was just shooting Malika.
Right.
And Malika looked at us, he's like, Big Hass? Freek? Like, we're two opposite. What are you guys doing? Like, what? And I just said, the guy has a good heart, man. I love him. He's amazing and he's very talented.
Absolutely.
And so one thing led to another, and I really love his style. But funny enough, the first interview that he shot was Hassan Hajjaj.
That's crazy.
What does
Shout
Hassan
out to
Hajjaj
Hassan.
mean to you guys?
Hassan is a very good personal friend of mine, man. Great soul.
Mad talent, man.
Super talented.
Oof.
Considering also how he came up, how he
Oh,
moved to
man.
London at a very early age, and just made it happen. And the art world is even worse than the music.
True.
To get in there and actually survive. Hassan is just amazing guy. Just really wants to support.
Humble
He's
dude.
Just like you, man. Like you guys both are like quite similar in the sense that you really want to push.
I wish.
It's like a genuine.
Me and
support.
Hassan Hajjaj in one sentence, I'm done, man. No way. Coming from you as well, man. Like Cilvaringz again. So you're now managing Manal. You've been through all this crazy stories. Whether it's the story when you went on, and then you disappeared for 2 years from the RZAs and the Wu-Tangs, and you came back again. And the fact that you're the first non-American again affiliate to Wu-Tang, and I still can shake your hand. That is
Come
amazing.
on, man. That
You know,
should-
no, that's
that
dope.
should- no, absolutely. It shouldn't change anything, right?
Yeah,
It's
but
like we're
still,
just
you know,
doing-
because some people reach a certain level, and then again, that's my next question. Like, why do people change sometimes, you know? And what stops them from changing? How? Because I've seen that, I've experienced that.
I think for me, I can't speak for other
Is it a
people
way you've
in
been
a
brought
sense.
up, for example, or?
I'm always shy about talking about what I've done or what I achieved in that sense, unless somebody just asks. I'll never ever speak out and say, hey, I do this and that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I still think it's fucking unreal myself. Like, I still hasn't really,
Hasn't sank in?
Haven't sank. Nah,
Really?
man, think about it. You know how
Man.
crazy my life has been, bro? Like, that this actually all fucking worked. It's stupid, man. Like, if you think about it, it's like, how the hell did this actually happen?
Yeah.
The greatest hip hop group of all time. I'm not the greatest
that-
MC in the world.
Does that friend of yours that pushed you, is he still around? Where
My
is-
cousin? Yeah.
Okay, shout out to him.
Yeah, I got video of him. We got video of that concert.
Wow.
So you can see him in the crowd. It's a crazy story. So it's almost unreal.
Yeah,
But
we were
I-
scheduled, by the way, for like a 15-minute talk, man.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this
we
is,
ride.
but this is,
We
yeah,
ride.
yeah.
No, there's so many crazy things that happened. Even with Focus, where I was in LA with him for 10 days during the Detox recordings, like in the studio. Just Dr. Dre still working on Detox, and just being there for 10 days and sleeping in his bed, and he's sleeping on the couch, being in the chair that Tupac wrote "Hit 'Em Up" in, you know, like just seeing Detox being made and
Wow.
stealing a CD and shit.
What?
So, yeah, like that was nuts for me. That was absolutely crazy. Being on tour with the Clan themselves.
You know why this stuff is
all
important?
kinds of
Because
people.
whoever is watching this or whoever has seen you talk about this before will also, it's gonna be like, wow, like all these historic moments that happened, this guy witnessed it. You were
Yeah,
there.
and I'm a nobody, so it could happen to anybody. RZA never signed me because I was dope. He actually thought I wasn't. He said, "You're not a good rapper yet." This is when I finally met him, right? Like the fifth time
Yeah.
I'm in the office. He's being called in. I got my demo. He signed me because he thought my determination and motivation
Wow.
were dope.
I need you
Overcomes-
to repeat that because that's the
Yeah.
reason why he signed you.
Yeah, because he said, "You're not nowhere near a good rapper yet. I can't put you out right now."
But then
I
he
think-
signed you because he determined.
Yeah, and he said,
We
"I'll
need
put
more of
you
that.
under training with the Clan. You're gonna be all right, but you're not there yet."
Why did he think that you were like that? What did he
Because
see?
what he saw was the crazy shit that I never thought he would see. The 5 trips that I went
Okay.
up and I left demos and letters and shit. You know what usually happens
He
with
saw
that,
that.
right? Yeah, that's usually thrown in the trash can.
Yes.
Everybody's demos are always thrown away. He got them. He listened to him and he read my letters. Why? God knows.
Wow.
And that's the craziness, because you go, and that time everybody was sending demos to record labels. That's how you're trying to get on.
Yeah.
Somehow, his mom
What?
and his mom and his sister got me on. Because
Really?
they kept telling him about this crazy guy that keeps flying in from Holland trying to meet him. And his mom at the end was like, "No, you gotta meet him, come here." I met his mom and his sister at Wu Nails. They had a Wu-Tang nail shop in Staten Island across from Wu Wear. So at Wu Wear, I'm dropping my demos off, and you know, the guys there looking at me funny, like, yeah, you know, like they're making fun of me, like, you trying to talk to RZA. But his mom was across the street one day, and I didn't know it was his mom. I just walked in and I said, "Oh, Wu Nails, would you mind giving my demo to RZA?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, that's my son." And I'm like, "Oh," she took my number, everything. And it was like,
Oh my God.
wow, yeah.
You realize what happened here? Like, his mothers are, I mean, with your
with
case,
Manal, mom, yeah,
in this
Manal's
case,
mom,
you
yeah,
know,
mom's
الجنة تحت أقدام الأمهات. So like heaven beneath mother's feet.
Absolutely. man.
Okay, my last
Shout out to
question
mom.
to you again. I know blessings for your time. I know there's a relationship between Islam and hip hop, right? What can you tell us more about that? Because I know that for a fact.
Can
Can
you
you-
be more specific?
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, you know, like Rakim and all these people, they've used Islamic words like, you know, Allah, Bismillah in the rap. Is that something you were interested in, or is that something
You're
you
talking
see
about like the 5% nation? And,
yeah,
and-
even because even the 5% nation, like they also introduced a lot of people to Islam. You know?
to a version
To-
of.
yeah,
right?
yeah, to a version. What are your thoughts on all that? If there's any thoughts.
See, I always thought it was some cool shit that they would say. I never got into it because my interpretation of Islam is
Yeah.
completely not that.
Okay.
That Nation of Islam interpretation had
Different.
had to deal with, be feeling superior to a certain kind of humans, and so yeah, it was totally different. I wasn't into that.
Because when it comes to books, I've read that you read the Quran, like it's something that you.
I only read the Quran. I don't read hadiths. I don't believe in hadiths. I believe in the word of God, not in the word of men. And I think the hadiths are the ones that split everybody up. Got us all like segregated in Sufis and Sunnis and Shias
Yeah.
and Wahhabis and Salafis. And you know, it's like, and the Quran says that we're not supposed to split up in segments like the Christians did, right?
Like I know a friend of mine who converted to Islam through hip hop. He was listening to a guy called.
Oh yeah, the spark might come from anywhere, right?
Yeah, and if like plop, and
Yeah,
you
and
just
then-
you know,
and then you
again.
however you're taking,
Yeah,
however
you know?
grow into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
just
for-
me specifically. That's how
True.
this is how I think.
Yeah,
but
yeah. What's next for you? You go back to Morocco, right?
yeah, we're flying back to Morocco in a couple of hours.
What's next for you on the map?
Just my now, got my now for the next 2 years, a year and a half, with a great deal with Sony Music here in Dubai.
Yes.
So working on her career. I'm co-managing Soufiane and helping them out. They're starting to
sweet.
pop,
Okay.
starting to pop in Europe. And
Okay.
they're helping us out. We're helping them out. It's kind of
Nice.
a great collaboration.
Nice. Hopefully we get some collaboration from the GCC to you guys as well.
Yeah, they
Like, that would be dope.
they already dropped some names.
Nice.
People they like out here.
Sweet, man.
We got the movie. We got a movie
Yeah.
deal. I can't talk about much, but I got an incredible movie deal.
See, maybe off there.
I'll do that off the air. And another conceptual album is in here that I'm going to try and execute something as crazy as the one copy.
For producers out there, what kind of advice would you tell them? Because there's a lot of producers. I know especially a lot of amazing producers. What kind of advice would you give them?
I have no idea what I would tell a producer, bro. It's a saturated market, man.
It is.
Send in 5 super amazing instead of 10 aight ones, you know? I don't know.
You
it's
feel
just-
you're lucky?
Super. What?
Like you're lucky in
What?
yeah.
I'm like fucking lucky, bro. Like
So luck
I
played a role.
Absolutely. I'm sure destiny has something to do with it. Some skill and determination
Yeah.
has something to do with it.
Yeah.
But this shit is fucking lucky. Like, no, I did calculate some moves. I did push forward. I remember walking on Times Square a few months before I jumped on stage with them and being at Times Square, seeing the Wu-Tang logo all over Times Square and thinking, you're absolutely fucking mad. Boy, what are you thinking? You're gonna get with that. Look at this. They were everywhere in New York. The W logo, Virgin Megastore, everything.
Damn.
Banners as big as this crane. That could get your hopes down, or that could slap you back to reality, right? But I never let that happen.
But that
to
didn't
me.
happen to you.
No, I kept thinking about this cliche thing that anything is possible, even though I didn't believe in it. I forced myself to. Just
I'm
like,
sure, man. But again, blessings to you, bro. I really
Blessings to you,
Wallah,
bad.
thank you so much for your
Keep
time.
going, right?
Again, shout out to Freak, man, and
Freek!
Soufiane AZ for being with us, man.
Soufiane is a dope ass producer, man.
Man,
He's gonna
Soufiane,
come.
check him out, bro.
Check out Manal Taj. Soufiane killed it, and hopefully we're going to be doing the 3rd single with him as well. We got some that sounds really great.
Man, amazing. Any last words for our viewers?
Yeah. Shout out to you, man.
My brother, man.
Really
Habibi,
fucking
my man.
appreciate.
I-
Really appreciate.
Thank you so much,
your
man.
genuine support and drive
Blessings.
to help and push hip hop
Yeah.
here in the most difficult part of the world, right?
Much love. We can go on for hours and hours. I wish you
Yeah.
all the best, my brother, man. Have a safe flight. Keep that authenticity, my man.
You too,
Always,
bro. You too,
and
bro.
one-on-one
Seriously
in basketball,
appreciate
I got you.
Yeah, I'ma whip
We don't
your
want to
ass.
talk trash here, but
Yeah,
just
I'ma definitely
keep it
whip
clean
your
with this
ass.
guy here. But I'm not a nice
You
guy on the
talking
court.
shit.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, they call me the White Shack back here. So like, I'm
A
just
white
saying,
shit. Okay.
Like blessings, guys. Peace and love, Shaman.
Buckle up and get knuckled up.
Silver
Shout out
rings
to
in the
Freak,
building.
Soufiane AZ, Big House. We out of here,
Oh,
man.
man. Peace.